I now call the honourable member for North Sydney.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. The Armenian Genocide is one of the least known, least understood and least respected human tragedies of the modern era. It was the systemic eradication of a particular group of people. It was a genocide by anyone's definition of the word. While over 20 countries around the world have officially recognised the genocide, Australia is yet to be one of them. I have long stood in this parliament calling for the elected leaders of our nation to recognise the events. I, along with my colleagues, the member for Bradfield here and the member for Bennelong, are determined to see this become a reality. 96 years have passed since the beginning of the Armenian Genocide on April the 24th, 1915, where political, religious, educational and intellectual leaders were mercilessly put to death by Ottoman authorities. But the drive to have it formally recognised is now stronger than ever. A new generation of Armenians have become determined to see all governments around the world recognise the events of 1915 and beyond for what they were, the systemic genocide of the Armenian people. The Armenian community will not give up the fight. A resolution will not make up for the families that lost loved ones to the brutality of the events, nor will it ease the terrible suffering of all the Armenian people, but it will provide reassurance to the Armenian community and to good people all around the world that we recognise their pain and reaffirm our determination to ensure that genocide does not happen to any group, any time, at any place, anywhere. Given that there are more members of the Armenian community outside the country than inside Armenia, it is only fitting that the country has a proactive strategy to engage the Armenian diaspora. Recently, I met with the Minister for the Diaspora of Armenia, Ranush Hakabayan. Recently had a short visit to Australia and connected with the Armenian diaspora. I, along with my federal colleague, the member for Bradfield, had the pleasure of meeting the Minister and discussing the action being taken in Australia to recognise the genocide. When my good friend Gladys Berejiklian was sworn in recently as the Minister for Transport in New South Wales, she became the first member of the New South Wales Parliament to become a minister with Armenian heritage. Herself a former board member of the Armenian National Committee of Australia, I know that she will continue to advocate for the Armenian cause, and she will be a wonderful advocate for the Australian Armenian community. So as a nation, we were brought together as immigrants, imbuing the values of tolerance, understanding and a fair go. It's time we recognise the facts of the past to ensure the future does not contain such deplorable acts.
The honourable member's time has expired.